back to the 90s with LL Cool J's song Doing It, featuring rapper LaShawn Williams.
Well, now LaShawn is showing off her incredible tiny home renovation skills, and she joins us now to show off her latest project. Welcome to our show.
Hold up.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. I think if I play with my voice, then maybe you guys will not be able to pick up on the fact that I lost my voice. I don't really have a voice, but I do want to do a reaction video to the Access Hollywood interview. So here we go.
Man, I was ready for that first lyric right there. First time together and I'm feeling kind of horny. Conventional methods of making love kind of bore me. That was the jam. What a fun fact. Hey, she's taking it back right there.
Oh, by the way, you guys are probably wondering, before we get started, you guys are probably wondering like where I am, because this is not Dream. No, it's not Dream. I don't know if you guys saw my live, then you remember that I was at a friend's house. He's a famous boudoir photographer, and he needed someone to house it, and I needed some place to stay in between my transition of moving out of Dream before I get to Mexico. And then there's a couple other things that need to happen in between there. But I needed a place to, you know, rest my head, brush my teeth, wash my face. And, you know, I've been, the reason why I sound this horrible is because I've been moving for the past couple of weeks. And you guys don't know that because you see the videos, you think everything is just going, you know, no, I've literally been a hot mess. I very rarely get any help when it comes to moving. So I do so much. I don't eat properly. I probably don't drink enough water. It's hot as fuck in Vegas. It's like 115 degrees most days. And I've been trying to do stuff at like 5:30 in the morning and then having to wait until like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
So I'm still out here. It's nighttime.
When the sun starts to come down to do the rest. So I don't want to like worry you guys. I'm okay. I'm used to doing this, and I have a really hard time asking for help. I don't want to do too much talking. I'm just gonna like watch the video while you guys are watching the video so you can get my reaction. I might stop and pause because I want to maybe say something when I really shouldn't be saying anything. But yeah, so let's get into it, okay?
So wait, we want to get into that, but tell us what it was like making an iconic rap song back in the day with LL.
It was a lot of fun, especially because I was able to take the song that I had originally created called Wild Thing from the Grace Jones beat, My Jamaican Guy. And we flipped that first lyric in it, the doing it and doing it and doing it well. And then that became the hook on L's track. So it was exciting.
Take us back, LaShawn, too, because that put you on the orbit with so many big names. I think Queen Latifah started repping you. Tell us about Denzel. Take us back to that moment in time.
Okay, so Queen Latifah was also a friend of mine. We were all kind of ran with that whole native tongue tribe, you know, with Q-Tip, the Jungle Brothers, the Beatnuts, all of that. And so Queen Latifah, like I said, we were friends first. And then when she started getting Flavor Unit ready to go and up and running, her and Shakim Compare brought me in as one of their artists. So they managed me for a few years.
Okay, so let me just stop right there. Flavor Unit, my Flavor Unit days. Oh my God, that was probably the best part of being in the industry. We used to act a fool, and then me and Naughty, and Latifah, we were all signed to Tommy Boy Records too. So it was just like one big family. So I really enjoyed that part of the industry, being part of Flavor Unit. And then also being close to Chris Lighty. He wasn't part of Flavor Unit. Chris Lighty had his own thing going. He had Violator Management, which turned into Violator Records, and so forth. Chris Lighty was the man, and unfortunately he is no longer with us, but he is the reason why Doing It came about, because he was managing LL at the time when they were doing the Mr. Smith album, and that's when I got the call or page or whatever. I think I had a BlackBerry back then. If you guys remember Blackberries, put it in the comments. Like, I don't want to call anybody out, but my girl Mandy, Mandy, why do you still to this day have a BlackBerry? Like, don't say you don't. I know you got an iPhone, but you also still have a BlackBerry. I'm gonna fight you.
Now Denzel.
Oh my God. Denzel, I ended up meeting him at the Soul Train Awards. So I was backstage talking to Wanye from Boys to Men. Next thing you know, somebody comes up behind me and whispers, doing it, doing it, doing it, but in a male voice and very sexy. And I turned around and it was Denzel, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I've been a Denzel Washington fan for so long. I'm usually not starstruck, but Denzel, yeah, definitely. I melted.
Oh, he's super cool.
Okay, I had to pause that because Denzel, yeah, for sure. Again, like I said, I don't get starstruck very easily. I'm usually very like, okay, you know, whatever. But it was Denzel. And not to mention, like, dude was like right here with hot breath, like doing it, you know, and then I turn around and then it's somebody that you have admired for so long. And I was like, okay, like, you know, on Access Hollywood, I had to keep it clean. But a ram. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Look, don't go back and tell nobody. But let me tell y'all something. I was like, take this off. But you know what? He's married, so. I did end up calling my my husband at the time, now ex-husband, and I told him what happened, and it was just funny. He just thought it was hilarious. So he was just like, he was just like, oh, okay, so are you still coming home, kind of thing. It was funny, but okay, let's jump back in.
And did you guys cross paths back in the day? I think we have a photo.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Hey,
wow.
hey, look at that right there.
Mario and I actually met, oh my God, it was at least a decade or so ago. And a friend of mine was friends with someone that he was on another show with, and told Mario who I was, and I was such a big fan of those dimples. So I definitely had to get a picture with him. And Mario, all the ladies in my life were so jealous because I got to take a picture with you.
I wish you were in studio. We would do a new one.
Lisa, my love, I'm so glad we, you know, full circle moment right here. This is so cool. And
I know, right? That's so crazy.
It is.
So crazy.
And now you traded the stage for a tiny home, but it was actually your experience on the road touring that inspired this whole tiny home, correct?
Yeah, I toured a lot with Elle, and being on a tour bus, you're living in some very confined spaces. And it was then that I realized, like, I love the idea of having a smaller home and traveling around the United States. But obviously I lived in big houses. I had my family raising my kids. But once I got to a certain point and I was an empty nester, I was like, now it's my time.
Before we move on, let me just say, yeah, being on a tour bus, it's not as nice as a tiny home. I mean, you do have like a kitchen, bathroom, all of that stuff, but when you're on tour with a bunch of people, you literally have like a bunk. So it was very confined on a tour bus as opposed to having your own tiny home. But it did teach me a lot about myself and what I could live with. And for those of you who are probably wondering like how I ended up in Las Vegas, I'll tell you a little story. When I was on tour, there would be times when I would get up super early. I'm an early bird. One morning I got up and I was just sitting in the front and I'm looking out the window of the tour bus, and we had a nice tour bus. It was a luxury liner tour bus. I mean, it was LL Cool J, so we had a really big bus. But I sat down on the couch, I'm looking out the window and I'm watching as the sun is coming up. I'm seeing this beautiful, beautiful sky. It's like orange and reds and purples, and it was just so pretty. And we were actually driving through Arizona and we were coming like into Nevada, and it was just so breathtaking. That thought never left my mind. Like, it was always something that I loved and I always wanted to grasp that again. And while I was on tour, I also, because I only had the one song at the time to do with him, I did a lot as far as wardrobe was concerned. I did that too. So this is actually why I was talking to Wanye from Boys to Men when Denzel came up behind me. So see how it all links together. I actually, myself and one of my sissies, her name is Dawn Hendricks, and Dawn and I styled Boys to Men's video. So that's something else you want to go and check out. The I'll Make Love to You video. Do y'all remember that one? I won't even try it. But anyway, yeah, that video was styled by Dawn and I. And if you don't like the outfits, just, it's, you know, that's what was in at the time. So we did the damn thing back then. Right now you might be looking at it like, okay. But yeah, anyway, so that was me and Dawn. That was the whole, you know, I'll Make Love to You, the conversation with Wanye, backstage, Denzel. See, make it make sense.
I love this.
Hey.
What was the process like to really downsize everything?
It wasn't easy, I can tell you that, because I did it during the pandemic, whatever you want to call it. So it was hard to actually get people to come and help because everybody was afraid to be around each other. So I did the majority of the work myself, and I got some help, but it was definitely not easy downsizing from 2,400 square feet into 200 square feet.
Wow.
I had to sell a lot of things. Yeah, I had to sell a lot of things, give a lot of things away.
So how long did the process take, and what kind of budget were you working with?
For the first one, it took 6 or 7 months. And I would say the budget was somewhere around 25, 30K. And then with Dream, we're looking at probably about 55 to 70K.
That kitchen, LaShawn, let's go back to that. How did all that come together? That was so beautiful.
I was
Pretty.
able to get my handyman, Ivan, to come in and help me with whatever I needed help with. And we just, you know, I designed it out and just went for it. I knew by the time I had moved into Dream after having Jewel, what I needed, like what my creature comforts were at that point.
So just so you know, like in the Access Hollywood clips, they took clips from Jewel, my first tiny home, my baby. They took clips from that, and they also took clips from Dream, my 40-foot. So Jewel was really small. She was less than 200 square feet, and Dream is actually 406-ish square feet when her slides are out. I like to say when her titties are out. So yeah, so Dream is bigger, but you'll see like it flips from clip to clip because you're like, wait, is that one house? Like, no, it's 2 houses. If you're new here, it's 2 houses. All the old school co-stars can let you know there was 2 of them, and I'm actually working on more stuff. So don't be sad, you know, because Dream is for sale. Yes, she is. So whoever has the money, hit up my realtor at tinyhouselistings.com. Okay, all right, back to the video.
And the bathroom is really nice too. And you say your bedroom is the star of the house though, right there, right?
Yeah. The bedroom is really cute. That was like a full gut in that bedroom. It was just, ugh, I hated it. But now I love it. It's so cozy. It's like its own little cabin.
What about outdoor space? We heard you have one with all the bells and whistles. I think this would be my happy place.
Okay, so before we get into the outdoor space, I want you guys to understand, like, as beautiful as this outdoor area was, I had to tear it all down. And I had to tear it down by myself. Like, I literally put up like posters for people that were in my park. If they wanted it, they could come and get it. Oh, I think my braid is coming up. Braid is trying to come out. The hair's been looking a little bit nappy, so anyway, get back up there. All right, so there she go. I was trying to give it away.
Yeah, I love having an outdoor space. So no matter what, no matter what, I always have to have like a little outdoor kitchen area. And I always tell people that if you're gonna go tiny, that's fine. But really, your home is wherever you are. So you have all this outdoor space, and I ended up creating these little screens so that I had a little bit of a divide between myself and my neighbor. Even though I have a really big lot, it just gives a little bit of divide, and I just love it.
I ended up having to tear all of that down. Okay, back into the video.
You have such good taste and you're so talented. Nice job.
Good job, LaShawn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so I just gotta jump in because I gotta give a big shout out to Jenna from Tiny House Giant Journey. It's because of Jenna that my channel has actually been catapulted. Obviously, you know, I had to put in work. I had to make these videos. I had to create content for you guys to want to be here. But I have to give so much love to Jenna because she not only featured Jewel, but she then turned around and featured Dream. And so Jenna and I are actually going to be working on some things in the future, but I just want to say big love to Tiny House Giant Journey. Thank you, Jenna. And I just want to say, like, you guys are amazing. When people tell me that I'm talented, it's like, I feel like, well, doesn't everybody do this? To me, I'm thinking, yeah, okay. I don't see myself as like some extraordinary person or whatever, but y'all make me feel really good because so many of you are like, LaShawn, you need your own show. They need to give you a show. You need to be doing this, like, you know, nationally, teaching people how, whatever. I'm gonna do what I can do. That's why I'm so excited for my website. I cannot wait to get it finished. But obviously between moving and moving myself, I'm also moving my daughter and my grandson. And, you know, we're getting the hell out of Vegas. I'll be back though, because I have work here. But, you know, I have so much going on that I'm trying to do the website. I'm also doing these interviews, and I've done a couple other interviews. In fact, you guys have missed a whole entire week worth of interviews that I did over on Halftime Chat with Namdi. He did a great job interviewing me, and he spread it out throughout the whole entire week. And I don't know how many of you guys have actually gone over to his channel to see that interview, because it was a really good interview. And I think he's up to like part 8 or something. So we might be looking at more than a week. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. I will link his channel, Halftime Chat, so you guys can go and check that out too. If you haven't gotten enough of me already, you can see some more of me on his channel. All right, let's get back into this. I think I'm getting ready to say bye.
Right.
Thank you guys.
Do you want us to take her out with one more? Well, do you want one more, LaShawn? Should we have you sing us out for Mario?
We're doing it. We're
Yeah.
doing it.
Hey, Mario. doing it. Well,
Oh, dang, you still got it, girl.
Put that on your phone.
Dream is for sale.
Hey.
Great job, guys. To follow more of LaShawn's tiny home journey, check out our YouTube channel. We'll be right back. You gotta get yourself exactly like.
Yeah, I think I said everything I needed to say. I'm going to link the full interview without my interruptions for those of you who want to see the video just in its entirety without, me popping back in and out. I just can't run it completely straight through, otherwise YouTube will flag me. And I'm glad that I was able to do a deeper dive with you guys. I know this video was totally not planned, which is why, I did put on my Vanessa Williams, so y'all peep that. I put the Vanessa Williams on. All right, I'm done. I'm done with the shenanigans. Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye. I tried. Bye, guys. Hey guys, I just want to give a big shout out to all the new subs and everybody who spent time with me today. And if you're going to stick around, go ahead and let another video play. I love you. I'm not even going to try. Bye.